this is BB reporting live.
Hi, this is BB, Brooke Brooks, reporting live from Seattle. We're about ready to go out and do some errands, pick up some things. First thing we're going to do is go get something to eat. We're 13 miles outside of downtown Seattle, and Seattle is the city we're number one in flattening the curve right now. 2 more people have passed away today, and I have to go out and do errands, so I'm going to let the world know what Seattle's doing today, Wednesday, that's maybe beyond mainstream media, to see what's going on and with us regular folks who aren't in control of the media. But let's see how that goes, and let's see how Seattle's doing, shall we? Surely, let's. Okay, here we go. We're coming out of the back cave, and it looks like we have sun today in Seattle. Let's see how the rest of the world's doing.
Post office. Let's see how the post office is doing. Usually they keep this door shut, but today they've got it open. Pretty empty.
Now we're off to Chick-fil-A because I'm really hungry. Now we're going on to Aurora Highway, also known as Pacific Northwest Highway, or the Alaskan Highway, that goes all the way from Mexico to Alaska. And this is 13 miles outside of Seattle, downtown Seattle. And way in the distance you can see Seattle, except for that truck just got in the way. And the construction over here to the right, they usually show up around 7 o'clock in the morning every day, but they haven't been working for like a week and a half now. Last week, a week and a half ago, I went out in Seattle, and if you look, Seattle's just to the left, around this big truck, 13 miles outside of Seattle. The traffic on this highway is not really, I don't really see a huge difference. But see, that Office Depot is closed, the Carpet Place is closed, everything's closed. I mean, everything on this road is closed. The only thing that's open are the grocery stores and drive-thrus. How people are going to survive through this, losing their jobs, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, here we are. Chick-fil-A is packed. Yeah, there's going to be a long line, I think. Oh, not too bad. They've got a pretty unusual arrangement here. This is the Chick-fil-A. Gonna have some breakfast because I'm really hungry.
Thank you for choosing Chick-fil-A. How much is started for you?
Hello, can I get your chicken burrito combo, please?
Only lunch. Breakfast has been over. It's like every single day, 10:30. We start lunch.
Oh, so this is now a 9 a.m.
Yeah,
lunch
you missed
thing.
it.
Okay. I was
Hold
not
on,
aware of
just
that.
a moment. Let me ask my senior just a moment.
No, that's okay. I'll order something else. It's no big deal. Oh, no, that's fine. Really. Can I just have the grilled chicken club combo? Well, this line is taking some time. It's a long line. Well, I'm sitting here thinking, the one problem I have with this whole COVID thing is that the news media is not exactly reporting correctly. They just pass over the fact that us people out here are important. You're talking about your healthcare workers. They need to be protected. What about us? Because the one thing you can't find in this city is alcohol, mask, and gloves. Now, I'll have the mask because I'm a bit of a germaphobe and always have been because I'm like really smart. So I had the mask. These gloves I just found around the house, but there's no gloves, there's no sanitation thing. So the media says stop the virus. So every time you go out shopping like I'm doing right now, bring your stuff in or leave it outside for a couple of days. Yeah, right. And spray it down and wipe it down with sanitizers and things like that and wipes. But there are no sanitizing wipes. There are no gloves. There's no alcohol anywhere in this friggin' city. So I got a real problem with that, with the mainstream media not reporting accurately. What about us people down here on the bottom, okay, in the front lines with no alcohol, no gloves, nothing? Staying home is, you know, tough enough, but I think that the people, not just we're most important. We're the ones you need to protect, because if we get infected, everybody's going to get infected. So any hospital is going to have disinfectants more than we do, and we don't have any. None. Forget it. I have alcohol stockpiled because I'm a germaphobe, and I always spray my stuff and clean my stuff when I bring it in from shopping and gathering. Well, I just thought I'd pass that through while we're waiting in this very long line. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be very interesting on the new power structures that's going to come out on this. I got some questions to ask this person too, so we'll see how that goes. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Fine.
So we have a grilled sandwich meal with fries and a Coke?
Yep.
Perfect. That'll be $11.11.
Are you finding that most people are wearing their mask?
I'm sorry.
Are you finding that most people are wearing their mask?
No.
They're not wearing their mask?
No.
I don't.
So we've eaten, and our next stop is a lakefront beach, about 3 minutes from my house. I live in Paradise in Seattle, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go see if it's actually open. The media says that, you know, parks and things are closed, but I'm finding that what the media is saying and what's going on in the front lines is not exactly accurate. So let's go see if this famous beach is open, shall we? Surely. Let's go investigate. Okay, again, this is the famous Pacific Northwest Highway, and it's not as crowded or busy as it usually is. There's an elderly person. He has gloves but no mask, and I talked to the woman at the drive-thru, and I asked her if people were wearing their mask in Seattle, and she said they weren't. So they're wearing gloves but not masks. Probably because they can't get them. Maybe, I don't know. But you know, you can always make your own. It doesn't take much to put a handkerchief across your mouth. But Seattle's kind of weird. They are the WTO state. That, you know, they riot in the streets here. So people here are pretty violent. They can be, but so this is a little urban street off of Highway 99. We're 13 miles outside of downtown Seattle. Out doing errands, taking care of business, and driving around and seeing what it's like out here. I'm noticing that all the businesses are closed except grocery stores, convenience stores, and drive-through restaurants. Again, we're going to a park about 3 minutes from my flat, and we're going to see if the parks really are closed in Seattle. I know that people don't seem to be wearing masks in Seattle. But then again, we can't find alcohol, sterilizing equipment, sprays. We can't, it's not out there. In this city, I've not been able to find alcohol, witch-hazel, anywhere. And that's really kind of frustrating. As you can see, this is a pretty busy street, but there's no cars out. There's a gentleman with no mask, no gloves. He's got his doggy bag of poo that he's carrying with him. Usually this intersection on Greenwood Avenue is busy. And this looks like traffic you might see on an early Sunday morning. And just beyond this traffic light is Puget Sound, and just a beautiful little park I go to. It's got mountains. It's kind of a hill cliff that runs into the sea. It's kind of typical of Pacific Northwest. This is a residential street, about a half mile off of Highway 99, or Aurora Highway, or the famous Alaskan Highway. And I'm not seeing, on a day like this, usually in Seattle, especially this time of year, you would see people out walking, biking, getting sun, because when the sun comes out in Seattle, almost everyone goes outdoors, because it's when you haven't seen the sun for several days or a week, then everybody rushes outdoors. And it's been raining for the last week, very little sun, and as you can see, the roads are pretty much empty. There are no pedestrians on the streets, there's no bicycles, and that's a little different. And usually this road right here is, even this one is pretty busy. I'm seeing some people out in their yards, but not a lot. There's going to be a lot of people that are losing everything right now. Their houses, their cars, losing all their stuff, and losing their jobs. Boeing is shut down. Microsoft, I don't know if they're shut down or not, but Microsoft and Boeing are basically keep Seattle alive. Seattle doesn't really have a huge job market. It's a small town. And just see, you can see the Olympic Mountains there in the background, and Puget Sound. And here we are. Well, it seems to be open. So, they haven't closed the beaches or the parks in Seattle. If I would have known that, I would have been here days ago, because this is my favorite place to get fresh air and sun and doing something healthy for myself outdoors. Just to the right are mountains that I can climb, and straight ahead is the ocean. I can go jump, not the ocean, but Puget Sound that I can go jump in. Seattle really is a paradise. That's why it's so expensive to live here, but they don't have the job market like large cities like Dallas or LA. It's a small town. Okay. Well, it's not as packed as it would be. There's the guy, he's out, no gloves, no mask. I'm seeing everybody here has no gloves and no mask. Huh. I saw on the news that some guy was arrested somewhere, some city or wherever, for not wearing a mask, and he was just swimming in the ocean. And the police waited for him and arrested him when he got out. But here in Seattle, as you can see, none of these people are wearing masks. It's not as crowded as it would be if this was a normal day. This part right here, it's around 11 o'clock. It would be absolutely packed. There would be no parking places here this time of day. Also not seeing any COVID or coronavirus signs or warnings to stay 10 feet apart, wear your mask. And these people just, they're not wearing their masks. But Seattle is supposedly, we're leading the charge on flattening the curve so far. But anyway, I'm going to be able to get some sun and air. I wasn't thinking that it would be even open. Let's go see how this goes. As you can see, the streets are pretty empty. But your 7-Eleven is open, and Dominos on the right, also open. Again, this is about 13 miles outside of downtown Seattle. About a mile and a half off of the Interurban Highway 99 or Interstate 99 or Aurora or Alaskan Highway. They're all the same. The famous highway that goes from all the way from Mexico to Canada, running the west coast. We're off the grocery store to see how that goes. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my little ride around town in Seattle to see how things are. And I'm still alive, and I have every intention of being. Until later, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful day, because I certainly am. The weather today is fantastic. Anyway, adios amigos, my friends.